Greetings, Earthlings. Welcome to another immaculate episode of Urban Nerd Weekly. Today is Thursday, July the 18th, and it's episode 14 of season 3. Thanks for joining us again today, you guys. On today's Nerd News Update, fans react to some early leaks of the graphics from Madden 20. Lion King hype is at an all-time max right now as everyone gears up for the movie coming out tomorrow. Lil Wayne is thinking of leaving the Blink-182 tour. Find out how he told his fans. And Taylor Swift is in a whole heap of anger right now with Big Machine and Scooter Braun. So tune in, nerd out, to today's episode of Urban Nerd Weekly.
Hey, it's your boy Spaceship, man. I got a new podcast out I want y'all to subscribe to, bro. It's called Urban Nerd Weekly, available on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Google Play Music. My
It's your guy Spaceman. Welcome back. Like I said, thank you for joining once again on yet another episode of Urban Nerd Weekly. I am your boy Space, and before we get into everything, let me go ahead and just let y'all know we sitting at on this digital block. You can find us at Urban Nerd Weekly on Facebook and on Instagram. Just hit that like and that follow button and join the bustling little community of people we got going on with the Urban Nerd Weekly camp. I've been steadily growing over the past couple of months, and I'm liking the progress we're making, so make sure you guys become a part of that progress. Get in on the game early before everybody's asking what the fuck Urban Nerd Weekly is, and you the only one that don't know. You can find me, your host, Space, on the big three, that being Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Space Was Here. That's SPAYCEWUZHERE. And if you add a .com to that, that is my website, spacewashere.com, where you can go to find out all of the new news about the show, about me, about biggest help Mrs. Nano Kitty, whom you can follow on Instagram at nano_kitty_cat. All things spelled correctly, I believe. And you guys can get the updates on all of on me, the show, all of the whole camp on spacewashere.com. Plus, you get news on my latest parodies, my skits, my vlogs, all of my other content online. Speaking of which, make sure you guys download what niggas don't download. Make sure y'all stream Back Snacking again on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/Space Was Here, spelled the same way as earlier, SPAYCEWUZHERE. Make sure y'all hit that up to check out my latest parody, and as well as all my other parodies. But my latest parody is Back Snacking Again, a parody to Back at It Again by Texas rapper Yellow Beezy, featuring Atlanta's own featuring Atlanta's own Quavo from the Migos. And of course, the new mayor of the city, Mr. Gucci 1017. Man. Let's get a nigga a whole new middle name and shit. Even though a lot of y'all niggas don't know, Mane is Gucci Mane's his middle name and his stage name. His full name, of course, Gucci Mane LaFleur. So yeah, those are my ad-libs for today. But make sure you guys check that song out. And all in all, make sure you guys subscribe to the show if you haven't already, and tell a friend to do so if they have not already and they like the show. You can always find the show at Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spreaker, TuneIn, as well as, of course, SoundCloud, where we got the biggest poppin'est podcasting community on SoundCloud right now. I don't mean to brag or toot my own horn, but shit is growing. And make sure you guys can be a part of that growth by liking, rating, commenting, and subscribing whenever you can. And don't forget, we are coming to Spotify and iHeartRadio. So I'm telling y'all, we finna be fucking internet wide with this shit, bruh. Y'all gotta join the wave, or else you will drown, people. You will drown. So on to business. Today's digital download, just like last episode on Tuesday, not very huge. However, it is some epic shit up in here, so let's go ahead and get to it. In the video game section of today's digital download, this video game comes out tomorrow, Friday, July the 19th. It's Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order, and it'll be available on Switch. In our movie section, we got David Crosby, Remember My Name, and of course, the highly anticipated Lion King live action version coming out tomorrow, July 19th also. This movie is gonna be hella fucking epic. And you know what? This is a perfect segue into today's nerd news update, because Lion King hype is at an all-time motherfucking max right now, people. I don't think y'all understand. Every single time I get on Twitter, or Facebook or Instagram, I'm hearing and seeing about this movie. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Lion King. Lion King was one of my favorite movies as a child, but I have never seen a remake. Like, I'm telling y'all, I didn't see this much shit about Avengers before it came out. But I guess with Lion King being such a legendary piece of cinematography, especially for the kids and families, you know, especially with black folks. Black folks is the reason that Lion King is the shit, because that's our favorite movie. Because when you think about it, Lion King was a little bit more for black people. First off, it took place in Africa. Second of all, lions are predators. This was the first time that a predatorial animal was the lead role in a Disney movie. Check me if you want. Secondly, in almost every other Disney movie, the mom dies. Cinderella, mom died. Bambi, clipped fucking mom. Toy Story. Okay, Toy Story doesn't count, but that came out after Lion King, so fuck y'all anyway. All in all, Cinderella, the Snow White, all other shit, the moms died. Lion King was the first movie where the daddy died, which was a little bit racist. Like, nothing says, hey, we're trying to make black people like this movie than the dad dying and making that relatable ass shit. But also, you know, that movie was for niggas. And I'm anxious, because now that I've seen a couple more trailers, I'm anxious to see the movie just off GP. You know what I mean? Like, and plus, my boy Donald Glover, y'all know I stan Donald Glover. Everything he touches turns to platinum infused gold, and it shits out diamonds, and it's just amazingness upon amazingness. Y'all got the queen, Mrs. Carter, Beyonce, aka Beyonce, aka Sasha Fierce. I don't know who the fuck is gonna be playing Nala in this movie, but I sure hope it's one of those bitches. This shit is crazy, and I didn't realize, like, I knew Seth Rogen was in the movie, and I should have just guessed this was gonna be his role, but I didn't realize he was gonna be playing Pumbaa and shit. Wait, Pumbaa, that's the big one, right? Yeah, Pumbaa. Yeah, Seth Rogen's fucking playing Pumbaa. Wasn't ready for that shit. Saw the commercial. Now I'm all the way ready for that shit. So, you know, if you feeling the Lion King hype, make sure y'all leave a comment in today's episode. It started off with Lion King, so I already know where you're going with this shit. But also, I'm loving the fucking reaction that the internet is giving. Like, I'm seeing on the internet when, like, the fact that, like, you know, they releasing these, like, duets, like, with Donald Glover and Beyonce singing the intro part. Can you feel the love tonight? And they sung it together, and people just blew their fucking minds and shit, because the Beehive is like, what is he doing singing next to Beyonce? And all the Donald Glover fans is like, hey, bitch, Donald Glover is good at everything. Fuck y'all. And yeah, I'm interested to see how all that's gonna just disappear after they both blow everybody's minds away with their performance in this movie. But yeah, on to the next piece of nerd news. Lil Wayne over the weekend. Of course, you guys know Lil Wayne is on tour with Blink 182 right now. I don't know if you guys knew that, but he is. He's been killing it all summer. And, you know, I ain't gonna lie, as a 90s kid, as a 90s baby, as a 2000s kid, I'm not gonna lie, a Lil Wayne Blink 182 summer tour sounds like the absolute shit. It sounds like something that really should have happened a long fucking time ago, but now it's like just now, like, happening. And it's almost gonna not be happening soon, because over the weekend, in the middle of his fucking set, in mid-set, Lil Wayne just kind of stops, kind of tells the crowd this really ain't his scene anymore, and he don't know if he want to fucking do the tour anymore, and he just walks off mid-set, didn't even finish, like, and leave fans high and dry. And it's so crazy, because all of the little clips that's been floating around online about this tour have made it seem like Lil Wayne's been having a good time. Like, when he plays, like, he's doing cuts from No Ceilings on this tour, and he looks like he is feeling this shit like he hasn't felt this shit in a long fucking time. So I don't know. Somebody please figure out what the fuck is going on this fucking Blink 182 tour, so we can get Wayne back on there, so I can get my black boy white boy on when it come to Atlanta. Unless it already came to Atlanta. Did it already come to Atlanta? Because if it did, I'm about to be fucking pissed, because I actually want to see this. Seems like it's gonna be a pretty good fucking concert. But all in all, that's what he did over the weekend. So hopefully by the next tour date, he'd be relaxed a little bit, because he's saying it's not his scene. I don't know what's more your scene, the skateboarding or the fact that everybody's doing rock music, which you like, or the fact that you get to be the only rapper on the tour, which we know you love because it's you. I don't see any negatives here, Weezy, but I am a Weezy fan, so if you ever hear this episode, feel free to vocally speak on what you heard on today's episode, so boost my profile a little bit. Anyway, on to the next piece of nerd news today. Fans have been heavily reacting on Twitter, especially on social media at large, but mostly on Twitter, as far as when it comes to the graphics being released about, Madden 20 is coming out on August the 2nd. Super early digital download for that ass. But yeah, Madden 20 is coming out August 2nd. Which is a great week to be having stuff come out, isn't it? Yeah. My birthday's that week, by the way. So if you want to give me some gifts or some shit digital, some, some iTunes, you can send whatever, snacks. That's what I want for my birthday. I want snacks. If you can fucking follow my address to send me snacks, I will send you the address, because I'm about to have me a brand new address, so y'all can go ahead and send out your snacks there. But you gotta DM me though. I ain't gonna just be putting my address out for motherfuckers to send me bombs and shit. But anyway, the graphics for Madden 20, some of the graphics have been released, and fans are just, they feeling underwhelmed right now, because the graphics, the still shots look real cool. But a lot of people are commenting on the fact that, much like last year when the last Madden came out, they're trying to fool y'all. They're trying to finesse y'all. They got they got a picture from a character from the last game on Madden 2019 that came out in 2018, of course. And they'll have let's say LeBron James or some shit, you know what I'm saying? And they'll have a picture, a still shot of his character from that game last year, and then they're comparing it to a still shot of LeBron James in the Madden 20 coming out on August the 2nd. And yeah, the graphics do look a little bit edgier, a little bit newer, a little bit more detailed. However, it's only a little bit, and me and many other people feel like y'all trying to use these sweaty ass pictures to make it seem like there's more detail in the graphic than there was last year. But all you did was compare a dry picture to a sweaty ass motherfucking picture, and that's not the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It'd be different. Now, yeah, they do a good job of updating everybody's haircuts and the facial hair and all that good shit. But another thing that I noticed is that a lot of these characters don't got a whole lot of muscle tone, bruh. When you look at when you look at ESPN and shit, motherfuckers is ripped. On the game, they just kind of they all kind of built like giant middle schoolers. They don't have a whole lot of definition to their shit. You know what I mean? Not a whole lot of muscle definition. And I don't know. I feel like at this point in technology, that wouldn't be too difficult of a thing for them to accomplish. You know what I mean? But that's just my opinion. If you guys feel differently or exactly the same, feel free to leave some comments on the show or hit us up on the Instagram and Facebook page at Urban Nerd Weekly. Spelled exactly how it sounds. It's spelled exactly how it's supposed to. Urban Nerd Weekly. I don't know why I just obsessed about the spelling of the shit suddenly, all of a sudden, for absolutely no reason. But whatever. On to today's bigger story. I know I talked a couple of weeks ago about Taylor Swift, all feeling some type of way about Lil Nas X, sitting on her number one spot for all these weeks in a row, not even giving her a snowball's chance in hell. However, I do want to, say that I don't have anything against Taylor Swift or anything like that. It's just that I really like the watching this whole flavor of the month of Lil Nas X just kind of taking over the rap game on y'all fuck niggas for the 2019 and the country music game. And he just told y'all he was gay, and nobody's head exploded. And yeah, I'm loving all the stupid dope moves this kid is making this year, and I love rodeo. I might start putting rodeo as like the music part underneath the pre-roll and shit, and just yeah, that shit be rhyme. I don't give a fuck. I am unapologetically fucking rocking to that song right now. But that has absolutely nothing to do with the Nerd News update that I'm about to speak on. Miss Taylor Swift been going through it for the past couple of weeks, and things are starting to come to a head. In case you guys didn't know, Taylor Swift is going through a thing where so she just signed her deal with Universal Records, right? Universal being home to a lot of musical acts. It's been the home of Cash Money and Lil Wayne for many a year. In the Saint Lunatics signed to Universal back in the day. A lot of great artists are signed and have been signed to Universal. They seem to do people pretty good whenever you're one of the artists that's making them a lot of money. And so I think that would be a great home for Taylor Swift. However, as we all know, she used to be signed to a label that she got signed to as a teenager called Big Machine Records. And as she left that label to sign with Universal, everybody's big thing is the royalties, the masters, and copyrights and ownership and all that good shit. All right, so she made peace with the fact that she wasn't going to own her masters. As a matter of fact, it was a big part of the reason that she signed with Universal is because she wanted to own her future work. She's an adult now. She's basically, Taylor was like on some shit like, all right, bro, y'all got me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all signed me when I was like 15 years old. I didn't have a whole lot of other opportunities. And, I was young and naive and I just really wanted to get into business. And even though, it sucks that y'all gonna keep my masters, even though I'm adult now, y'all got me. That's fair business practices. Okay, y'all got it. Cool. I'm gonna go sign with Universal. They gonna let me keep all my shit. And we just gonna call it that. We gonna call it square at that. But however, the big problem is, after she made peace with that shit and let it go, a guy by the name of Scooter Braunson bought Big Machine Records, which you've probably heard the name Scooter Braunson before because he is the manager of people like Justin Bieber, and he's worked with Usher, and he's definitely been a big mover and shaker in the game. But his biggest clients are people like Justin Bieber and people in that like pop sound range or whatever. So one of the problem is, Taylor Swift and Scooter Braunson got a little beef. It's not like street beef where someone's gonna die. However, I'm willing to believe that at some point, Taylor and Scooter Braun had some kind of, harsh brush with one another. And apparently, according to Taylor, he's had some of his clients harass and bully Taylor Swift on and off over the past couple of years. Pretty much most of the time that she's been a big artist and was on Big Machine Records. So now she's feeling really uneasy about the fact that her masters are about to be left in the hands of someone that was mean as shit to her at a certain point. And hey, look, that's a tough break, dude. Like, I mean, goddamn, like, and it's crazy because, like, as the years going by, we starting to hear, like, we've always heard about how rappers got screwed. Like, we've always heard about how, like, black entertainers have gotten fucked over royally over most of their careers, and even after, their careers are long over with, people are still collecting money from music they made when they were hot and shit. You know what I'm saying? And we hear a lot with, like, really young artists and black people and a lot of other genres, but you don't really hear how it happens in like pop music and like country music and shit. And it's just really, really interesting to realize that there are people, because like, there's this story, and then, I heard a couple of years back about how Avril Lavigne. What was that chick's name, man? She made some really damn, what was her name? Anyway, she looked dirty all the time and shit. And Kesha. Yeah, Remember a couple years ago when Kesha was like coming out and speaking about how like she was like getting like abused sexually, physically, and mentally from like her producer and shit. Like, it's getting crazy how like as time goes on and on, we're hearing more and more about how artists are just like directly not even years after their careers. Like, we're hearing this shit during their careers now, and they're seriously getting fucked over, man. Like, I see why the entire music, like all the artists that are coming up nowadays would just rather be independent, because you got to deal with bullshit like this when you get big. I mean, that shouldn't even be an issue. I'm sorry, but as an artist, like, yeah, okay, I get that you might want to control my masters while I'm signed to the label, especially if you sign me as a child, basically. But come on, I'm a grown fucking person now. I can make my own decisions, and I made this music, man. It's not even fair. And so because Taylor's been going through this, Kelly Clarkson has actually chimed in to suggest a way to help Taylor out of this situation. And you know, now that I think about this, before I say what Kelly Clarkson told her to do, which might be a brilliant idea, I like to take you guys back a couple of years, to even further back than even the Kesha shit, to when, you know, when Taylor Swift was boycotting Spotify because they don't pay anyone. You know, I just like to point out that this chick has her head on straight when it comes to business and shit, because she looked up like as soon as some money ain't going correctly in her way, like she picks up on that shit. Like, and I'm starting to wonder if maybe now, you know what I'm saying, now maybe that was the reason she was so fucking vexed about the cut that the artists were getting from Spotify and Pandora and shit, because she was already getting a shit cut from her own shit. But Kelly Clarkson suggested that she go back and re-record her entire catalog and release it with like new art and shit. That way she can own the new versions that are, and then when people start buying that, they'll stop buying the old versions, which is a pretty novel idea. I think that's a pretty sweet one. If you guys have an opinion about this, please let me know in the comment section, or hit me up on social media about it. My name is Space. This is Urban Nerd Weekly. I'm so glad you guys were able to tune in. That is all for today's show. My name is Space. I was here, but now I'm